Good morning, students. Welcome back to the English class for grade 5. Students, today we'll be starting the first lesson under the prose section, that is Swami Vivekananda. So before starting, let me ask you few questions. Children, can you tell me few names of any famous personalities? Those who have influenced you, who you wanted to follow them? Anybody? Yeah, film stars. Okay. But anybody who had sacrificed their whole life for the nation? Yeah, Netaji Subhash Bose. Very good. Who else? Abdul Kalam. Very good. Who else? Your mother. You wanted to be like your mother, your parents. Yes, correct. Very good. Who else? Yeah, Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, Narendra Modi ji. Very good. So, children, these all are very good personalities. You wanted to be like them, isn't it? Why? Because they have a lot of good qualities, honesty, braveness, or they are very truthful to life. They have sacrificed their whole life for us or for our nation. But children, parents are great personalities. But have they done anything for the society? No, they have done everything for us. But all these other personalities, like that you said, Abdul Kalam or Mahatma Gandhi or you said Subhas Bose, they have sacrificed, they dedicated their whole life for the mankind, for our nation. They have completely given up their life for us, for this nation. So parents are great persons for us only, not for the society. Okay, so children, now tell me, I'll ask you few dialogues and can you tell me who said this? Like, give me blood and I'll give you freedom. Do you know who said this? No? Yes? Yes, Netaji Subhash Bose. Very good. Another sentence I'm going to tell you. Tell me who said this? Give me a few men and women who are pure and selfless, and I shall shake the world. Do you know who said so? No? Who said this? This is said by Swami Vivekananda. Very good. So today we'll discuss on this over this personality, that is Swami Vivekananda. So let me first start the first paragraph, then I'll explain it to you. Let me start reading. India is a land of many religions and cultures. People here take both pleasure and pain alike. They are dedicated and duty bound. In this land, many well known religious leaders have been born. One such leader has been Swami Vivekananda. So, the first paragraph is over. Let me explain. So, children, India, what is India? Yes, it is our motherland, it is our own nation. It's a land of many religions. Many religions means having a lot of faith. See, children, we are a nation of variety of religions. We follow Christianity, we follow Hinduism or Islam. So these are the faiths, these are the beliefs that there is a supreme power to whom we call by the name of God or Allah or anything. Okay, so this is called the religions. And cultures. Cultures means the customs, the traditions. We have a lot of cultures, we have a lot of traditions. Like we used to fold our hands. Hindu people used to fold their hands when they greet anybody else. And similarly, the Islam people, the Muslims, they used to do Walaikum Salam. So all these things are our culture, our tradition. The way we greet, the way we celebrate functions like festivals, Diwali, Holi, etc. These are our cultures. People here take both pleasure and pain alike. Even if we have gone through a lot of pleasure, we feel very happy. Sometimes we feel a lot of difficulty in doing something, but we used to take it alike. We used to take it in the same attitude. They are dedicated and duty bound. We Indians are very dedicated. Dedicated means we are very self-sacrificing in nature. We used to be very friendly. We used to spend our whole life for our nation, and also duty bound. That means we are very responsible. In this land, many well-known religious leaders have been born. Many religious leaders means those who follow follow spirituality, those who taught us to how to be a good human being. So these religious leaders, very famous people, have been born here. One such leader has been Swami Vivekananda. One of such a great personality, such a simple personality, but having a very highly spirituality in his mind was Swami Vivekananda. So next paragraph, if you have any doubt, we can clear it after the chapter. One day, a small boy jumped out of the coach in which he was traveling and ran to his mother with a smiling face. He pointed at the coachman and told his mother, "I want to be a coachman. How nice it is to drive a coach." So children, see here I am showing you one coach. One day, a small boy, he jumped out of this coach and he went running to his mother. And what he said? "I wanted to be the coach driver. I wanted to be the coachman. I wanted to drive a coach." Like you children, some of you wanted to ride a bicycle, some of you wanted to ride a car when you will become big, or a flight, or a plane, or a train, etc. So he wanted to drive something. Similarly, this boy wanted to drive the coach. The mother could not say anything at that time. Later, she showed him the picture of Gitopadesa and patted him, saying, "Dear Naren, if you want, you can be a coachman, but you should be a coachman like Krishna, who taught Arjuna." Though the boy did not understand it clearly, he became later what his mother wanted him to be. The little boy Naren later came to be known as Swami Vivekananda, a great spiritual leader and India's pride. So children, let me explain this third para. That time the mother could not say anything because it happened suddenly. And this boy, now we are coming to know that this boy's name was Naren. So afterwards, his mother showed him a picture of Gitopadesa. It gave him a book. See here, I have shown a Gitopadesa, that is Bhagavad Gita book. And in that picture, in that book, it was shown that, see here, a chariot driver is there, a chariot rider is there. It is ridden by Krishna. Okay, the coachman here is Krishna, and inside the chariot Arjuna is sitting. So here Krishna is teaching Arjuna how to lead a life of a good human being, how to lead a proper successful human life. So here similarly, his mother said, Naren's mother said, that if you wanted to be a coachman, if you wanted to drive, then you should be like Krishna. That means you should be able to lead a life with all the person should follow you. That means you should lead a life in such a way that all the other person would so moto automatically, willfully they will follow you. And also this came true after few years. This boy Naren later became known as Swami Vivekananda. He was a spiritual leader and India's pride. India felt proud for him. Done children? Now the fourth para. See children, there are many stories related to Naren or Narendra Datta. I will tell you many stories on him and Swami Vivekananda after finishing this chapter. So let's read the fourth para. Narendra was born on 12th January 1863 to Bishwanath Datta and Bhuvneshwari Devi in Kolkata. They considered the child the boon of God Bireshwara Shiva and named him Bireshwara. Later, they gave him the name Narendranath Datta. At the age of 6, Narendra was sent to a primary school and later to a private tutor. He studied Sanskrit grammar, long passages from the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. He had a strong desire to study more and he wanted to see God. He met many people but he was not able to get a satisfactory answer. So here Narendra born on 12th January. As I said, he born in Calcutta. His father was Bireshwar Shiva and mother was Bhuvneshwari Devi. He was very learned. He used to read and he used to meditate a lot. He was a very good student and he learned Sanskrit grammar, long passages from Ramayana and Mahabharata at a very early age. And also, he had a desire to study more and more. And he wanted to search for God. He wanted to see God. So, he searched for a spiritual guru, teacher. So, children, up to this, we'll stop here and I'll show you all the pictures related to him.